welcome to my video blog. Today I'm going to go through a warm-up with you. This is one of the warm-ups that I do at my yoga classes and before my own yoga practice. We're going to start in a child's pose, so make your way onto your hands and knees and bring your tailbone back towards your heels, moving into child's pose. Keep your arms lifting off the floor, so it's only your hand that's on the floor, not the elbow. And we draw from the wrist towards the head of the arm bone, the top of the arm bone, and then we draw the tips of the shoulder blades towards the spine and soften between the shoulder blades, melting your chest towards the floor. Stay here for a few breaths, so 4 or 5 breaths. Inhale, move forward onto your hands and knees, placing your hands underneath your shoulders and shoulder distance apart, and your knees underneath your hips and hip width apart. We'll move into cat and cow stretch. So inhale, feel the top of your head moving forward, lengthen your spine, and exhale, drop your head and tailbone down towards the floor. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone up, dropping the lumbar spine towards the floor. Exhale, drop your head and tailbone down. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone up. Exhale, drop your head and tailbone down. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone up. Exhale, drop your head and tailbone down. And come back to center. On your next inhale, stretch your right arm forward and your left leg back. This is a great pose to build up strength in your core center and to prepare the core center, all your stomach muscles, for your yoga practice. Make sure you're not rotating the left hip out, so rotate the inner thigh inwards, making sure the hand is evenly placed between your left hand and your right knee. Holding for about 5 breaths, exhale, bring your hand and knee down. Inhale, move to the other side. So we'll hold for about 5 breaths here as well, making sure you hold each posture evenly on both sides. So again, making sure that the weight is evenly placed and not leaning into the left leg. So placed between your right hand and your left knee. And exhale, bring your hand and knee to the floor. Tuck your toes under, move your tailbone towards your heels, walk your hands a bit further forward, let your head hang, keep your arms lifting off the floor, and then move your tailbone back and lift your hips up to the ceiling at the same time. We'll move into bent leg downward facing dog. So the first downward dog that I do, I always keep the knees bent because it's softer on the hamstrings and it's easier on the back as well. And gradually stretching your thigh bones back and your heels towards the floor. Don't worry if your heels don't go to the floor, just move them in that direction. Bend your right knee, stretch your left heel to the floor, and bend your left knee, stretch your right heel towards the floor. So this really gets the muscles in the legs warm, it heats up the blood, and it's a really nice thing to do, especially first thing in the morning if you're doing an early morning yoga practice. And gradually come towards a still point. Inhale, step your right foot forward to your hands, move into lunge pose. In the lunge pose, make sure that the left thigh bone is lifting up, so don't collapse the leg. Move your left hip forward and your right hip back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward to your hands. Lift your right thigh bone up, lengthen the sides of your body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, move into plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees to the floor and rest in your child's pose. So there's a nice yoga warm-up for you. You could do this before you do your sun salutations, or if you're struggling with starting a home practice, even doing this every day for the next week would be really beneficial. You could go through the sequence a few times. It would really help you to start your own home practice, your own home yoga practice. So I hope that benefits you, and I'll be back with more yoga next week. Namaste.